Yo, what is going on, everybody? I'm back for another video, and I know I haven't uploaded in like 2 to 3 weeks. I'm back in that stage. This is gonna happen like on a year-to-year basis where I'm not gonna really upload that much. I'll probably upload every 2 to 3 weeks, and that's not even in my control. I'm not purposely trying to do that. It's just like nowadays school is starting and stuff. But every time there's like a break between like winter break or something, I'll upload more often. But yeah, it's whatever. I'm trying to get these record predictions because I want to complete the NFL record predictions before the season starts, which starts in like a week or two, I think. The first game, the Cowboys versus the Buccaneers. But anyway, besides that, before we start this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. Um, I would really appreciate it. And yeah, let's begin. Today's video is going to be predicting the AFC West, which consists of the Kansas City Chiefs, Los Angeles Chargers, Las Vegas Raiders, and Denver Broncos. So let's get into this. And before, this division is very tough. It's a very talented division and everything. So it was relatively difficult to predict this division. But yeah, let's get into it. In last place in the division, I have the Las Vegas Raiders at 6-11. I think they're definitely the worst team in this division. They're the least talented. They drafted Alex Leatherwood, who was like a second or third round talent, but they did get a good safety in the second round, Trayvon Moehrig. But overall, this team is the same still. They got rid of all of their offensive linemen, which makes, like, literally, that makes me mad. Like, you have a really good offensive line for Josh Jacobs and to protect Derek Carr, and you just get rid of all of them, bro. Like, I don't understand that organization. John Gruden is autistic, and I don't understand that organization, but they still have some pretty good wide receivers. Yeah, they got rid of Nelson Aguilar. They got Henry Ruggs, who should be better going into his sophomore season. Their defense is still okay. Yeah, that's all I have to say for their defense. Their defense is okay, but hopefully they will perform. They do have a pretty relatively tough schedule. Well, they have to play the Chiefs and the Chargers twice a year, which that doesn't make things easier for them. They have games against the Browns, Ravens. So overall, this team, for it being a little more on the untalented part of the scale and having a tough schedule, I had to settle for 6-11 as their record. All right. Anyway, in third place in the division, I have the Denver Broncos at 8-9, and this is gonna piss off my friend who is a Denver Broncos fan. But I'm just being honest here. This division's very tough, and they settled on their quarterback, Teddy Bridgewater, over Drew Lock, and I have to applaud them for that. I would have definitely chosen Teddy Bridgewater over Drew Lock. I don't believe in Drew Lock. I think Drew Lock is terrible. I don't believe in him at all. But, maybe he could prove me wrong because Josh Allen had a bad rookie season or his bad first season. Peyton Manning had a bad season. He could prove me wrong. I just don't see it. Me personally, I don't really like Drew Lock like that. He's not a good quarterback. He's not a good quarterback, in my opinion. But Teddy Bridgewater, he went 5-0 with the Saints in 2019. So he should be decent. They have They have a very talented team. They have good receivers: KJ Hamler, Jerry Jeudy, Courtland Sutton. There was one more. I forgot his name. I forgot his name, but what was his name? I don't remember. But they have Melvin Gordon, Philip Lindsay. I mean, not Philip Lindsay. My bad. Not Javante Freeman. Was that his name? I think that was his name. Their defense is still good. They have Justin Simmons. They drafted Patrick Surtain, who I wanted my Cowboys to draft, but the Broncos had to be the Broncos and draft Patrick Surtain. But he's a very good player. I heard he's looking very good. He had a pick six against the Minnesota Vikings in the preseason. They have a very good secondary, very good linebacking core, and a decent, okay defensive line. I think this team is very talented, but they have a tough schedule. But eight wins honestly is the best season they've had since 2015. If we're being real, or 2016, my bad. That's the best season they had. So, yeah. All right. In second place in the division, I have the Los Angeles Chargers at 12-5. This team is so good. I think this is gonna be one of the best seasons the Chargers have had for like 2 to 3 years. Justin Herbert is the guy. I really like Justin Herbert. He's a very good quarterback. He threw for like 31 touchdowns. And I'm a Cowboys fan, and I'm telling you, I would take Justin Herbert right now over Dak. I don't know, actually. But, yeah, I like their team. I like Austin Eckler. I like the receivers. All the receivers are goated. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Their offensive line, they got Rashawn Slater, who was projected as the best tackle in the draft, obviously behind Penei Sewell, but he's still a beast. He might even be more better in run blocking or pass blocking, one of them, than Penei Sewell. They signed Corey Linsley, who you could say that was an overpay, but he's still a beast center. He's getting up there in age at 30 years old, but that's okay. They still have Brian Bulaga, so their tackles are solidified and their center's position solidified. Their guards are still pretty good too. So their one problem was offensive line, and they literally addressed that. They did lose Hunter Henry, but that's still okay. Their defense, they have Derwin James, Joey Bosa. They have, what's that young linebacker, Kenneth Murray. They always had good corners, and this team is gonna go places. And 12-5 is a very good season, but I don't think it's number one, because at number one I have the Kansas City Chiefs at 15-2. I don't see them losing any more than 15 games. And even those 2 losses I gave them, they were upsets because I kind of had to give them losses. But this team could genuinely go 17-0, because I think this is the best team in the NFL, better than the Buccaneers. Yes, I said they're better than the Buccaneers, even if they lost to the Bucks, but they still beat them in the regular season. People act like they didn't beat them before the Super Bowl, but this team, they still coming back with the same offense, with Tyreek Hill, with Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, McCole Hardman, and no one can stop that offense. Let's be honest. That defense is still there. I mean, Chris Jones is pretty good. I mean, that defense is average or below average, but that doesn't even matter. And offensive line is beautiful. They built it up so smoothly, and Andy Reid saw Patrick Mahomes' problem. He didn't have any time to throw, so now they literally got the best offensive linemen that they could get. They traded their first-round draft pick and everything just to get a good offensive line. Now Patrick Mahomes has a good offensive line blocking for him, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who's going into his second year, should be very good too. And yeah, I think this team is going to go to the Super Bowl. I don't know if they're going to win it, but they're probably going to make it again. 15-2 is a very good season. And yeah, that's my AFC West predictions. But anyway, guys, if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, and follow my IG, follow my Twitter, follow everything. It's all going to be in the link in the description below. And I'm out.